So now we're going into accommodation. Let's break down obviously the 3 years. So in your first year, where did you stay?
So I stayed in Cranbourne House.
And what did you think?
Cranbourne is probably the most dirty, oldest of the accommodations. There was real honestly, there were rats kicking about. That
Oh,
was because it's quite an old building.
okay.
However, the way that Cranbourne's laid out is just next level. I've recommended Cranbourne to people that have gone to uni after me, and they have made so many friends. It's the best sense of like community, I think, in an accommodation, because the flats are facing one another.
Oh, okay.
It's quite small, so you're instantly friends with neighboring flats. You got flats above you, below you. Everyone's always walking down the stairs
Hmm.
constantly because of the way it's structured. So you're meeting and seeing people all the time, and there's north, south, and centre block, so you can see people across from accommodations.
Oh,
So even
okay.
so, if there's a prees happening, you can
You can
and
see it.
because it's not huge, yeah, you can see the prees and run up and knock on their door and join in the prees. I did that quite a lot, and that was how I made a lot of my friends. Just put yourself out there, and there's just everyone was so inviting, especially during the first few weeks, because everyone wants to be friends. So yeah,
And
it's
if
cool.
we go into our second year,
Yeah, so second year, I lived in Winton. I lived on a road called Frederica Road.
so in a
About 5 minute.
house.
Yeah, it was in a
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, it
okay.
was in a shared house, six of us. Um, that was interesting as well. A lot of skills learning there, like looking after bills and paying rent and stuff like that. But yeah, I enjoyed it actually. It was quite refreshing because halls is noisy, so like a lot. I loved it because I was always out. Like I said, I didn't have a great work ethic in first year, so it was the perfect place for me. But when I needed to settle down in second year and actually do work, like it was the perfect sort of balance of being able to party, have house parties, but also
Do your work.
go and do work, and yeah, have my own space, my own big room when I needed to, rather than a smaller like accommodation room.
Would you suggest going to a house from halls, or would you say,
100%. I think you learn a lot of skills as well living in a house, how to keep your kitchen clean. That's one thing that people fall out over constantly, but it's part of the process. You'll make a lot of you'll learn a lot of skills. Sorry, just even like mowing the lawn, stuff like that. That you're never thinking like maintaining a garden. Like that's never even crossed my mind, but it's stuff that we were doing because we had a house and we cared about it. It's
so now
quite
you're
cool.
in your final year, are you still in a
hmm
house?
I'm in a flat this year. There's just two
Okay.
of us. Well, sorry, three of us, two others, and yeah, we're in a flat
Is it
together.
different from a house, or?
So we don't have the garden that we necessarily have to maintain. It's more of a concrete like slab, but the flat itself is big enough for all three of us. It's nice. It's easier to maintain. I think we have to be more conscious of making noise, which is a big thing. In second year, I would have really struggled with that because I DJ myself or mix. It's quite hard to like not make noise when you're
Hmm,
mixing because you get into the music, you want to turn it up.
of course.
But having the flat, I don't know, it means that because I'm not allowed to blast music or make as much noise, I'm probably more focused on work, which is
Hmm.
really good for me because I do get distracted quite easily. So it's useful.